Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the weekly Wednesday for the Financial Freedom newsletter, where every week, every Wednesday, we delve into something inspirational, motivational, something excerpt taken from the Financial Freedom weekly newsletter. Wherever you are, if you're listening on Spotify, on iTunes, Google, be sure to click the like, subscribe, share, comment. And without ado, let's get into the show. Hello, good morning, and welcome everybody to this week's session of the podcast shorts. And today I'm going to talk all about the top 5 pieces of advice that I would give to my 18-year-old self. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for your time and attention. Time is the most precious resource. And wherever you are, be sure to like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, and tell all your friends about the podcast. It's been the fastest growing piece in my business thus to date. So the idea of this episode born out of a speech I gave to the UT undergraduate class a few days ago, and they wanted to get my pieces of advice. And I always love giving back to the younger generation, sharing my knowledge, sharing my experience, my wisdom. And to sum it up, basically I'm a Gen X millennial that grew up on the cusp, and I took the traditional route, going through medical school, residency, all of that. But at the same time, concurrently, a lot of things were changing in the world. I started undergraduate right when the internet was getting started, and the class that I was speaking to, blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, the metaverse, Web3, all these are coming online just as we're speaking. And, a lot of things were changing in the world. We had 9/11, we had Enron, WorldCom, we had 2008 financial crisis, we had the advent of surge, social media, smartphones, you name it. And people could literally build companies on top of these internet protocols. Things were much faster scalable. You had Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, all these awesome companies that we know today. And then COVID hit, and the world changed forever. Deglobalization, supply chain, inflation, interest rates, war, you name it, everything. These past 2 years have been upended, which is a good thing because it allows people to reassess, reevaluate, rethink, replan, re-strategize, and to come up with new and more empowering paradigms. So I always love crisis. Crisis is never a good thing because it forces us to change, but it really smashes the ego and takes it out. So to get down to it, here's the top skills that I would give my self if I were 18 years. So one is, the world is full of opportunity. Currently, there's more opportunity today than there was 20 years ago. You can literally create your own future. The traditional path and paradigm is still the accepted way, but it's becoming less mainstream. So 20 years ago, you had to go the traditional route. If you didn't do that, you were SOL. Now, 40 to 50% of people are doing the traditional route. The rest are doing things more creative, more entrepreneurial. And so this really gives a lot of opportunity. Besides the traditional route, you have your academic, your grades, your standardized tests, but also you realize that you need to be about 80% traditional, 20% entrepreneurial. And the reason why I say that is because it gives you a little bit more stable footing, gives you a little bit more time, a little bit more options, because a lot of people that jump straight into entrepreneurship, they may not have as much stable footing, so they may struggle a little bit. But the upside to that is that they're a lot hungrier, they're a lot leaner, they can operate startups much more efficient. And sometimes ideas cannot wait. Ideas sometimes cannot wait 10, 20 years for you to finish medical school, because by that time someone's already taken off with your idea. So keep those in mind. Entrepreneurship is all about luck, timing, skill, financing, and it's a roller coaster. So it's not for the faint of heart. So just keep that in mind. with that being said, the more strategic route is to get your stable footing. One is the skill of networking. So networking is hugely important. I've always been an introvert, and I've never really understood networking until my later years. And you can network as an introvert, you can network as an extrovert. There's different strategies and tactics, but networking is not just for extroverts. In this world that we live in today, we need to network, because networks are what keep our emotional, social, financial careers intact. And nobody can be a lone wolf these days. And the beauty of it is that it's now more than ever easier to network, because we have LinkedIn, Facebook, we have all these social media platforms. We can network in person, online. We have Zoom, so things can be done more easier, faster, efficiently, and more at scale. The second skill that I would strongly advocate, that I gave to this the UT class, was the skill of social media. So in this day and age, we need to be able to brand ourselves, we need to market ourselves, and that comes with in-person and online networking, but also comes with social media. So social media is your ability, it gives you a voice that you otherwise would not have. So everybody in this world now has a voice. They can go on the Twitter, they can write a post, they can create a podcast, a YouTube channel, a video. We don't need Bloomberg, CNBC. We can all create our own audiences and followings. And that's extremely powerful, because what it does is, for example, worst case scenario, you're working in a company, and let's say, for example, the current recession, they have to let you go. In order to recover and bounce back very quickly, if you have a strong network and you have a strong social media presence and you have an audience and a following, you can quickly and easily monetize that much faster than if you had to build it from scratch when you need it. So it's almost like insurance, but it's also a platform for you to be able to voice your opinion, share content, share information, write articles, all of these different things. And it's extremely, extremely valuable. It's almost like building social and political capital for yourself in the event that you need it. And so social media, the number one platform that I recommend for undergraduates for business and marketing and financial purposes, is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the number one platform where you can go on, you can connect with other like-minded individuals, other collaborators. A lot of employers, recruiters are on LinkedIn searching profiles, looking for people to potentially hire. So that's another thing. The ability to build an audience, to create a voice, to niche down, be specific, is extremely critical. Everybody needs to have an audience these days, because these audiences, they're your followers, and they can support you financially, they can support you politically, emotionally, a lot of different things. So there's a lot of benefits to having an audience. This is not something that's vanity or anything. It's really important in today. So that's the second thing. The ability to brand, market yourself. So you can do this in several different ways. You can do it by writing articles. You can do it by commenting on other posts. You can do it by giving speaking engagements. These things lead to potential opportunities, full-time employment opportunities, could be consulting opportunities, could lead to more clients. And so it's really important that you learn how to brand and market yourself in today's marketplace, regardless if you're going to be an entrepreneur or if you're going to work for another company. The other skill that I highly recommend to undergraduates is to really develop leadership and management skills. And these skills cannot be learned in the classroom. This is not something where you can sit down in a class and, these are real world experiences. And the reason why leadership and management skills are so valuable is because today's companies, if you look at during recessions, downturns, all of that, most people that let go are not of the leadership or management ranks. Usually they're the everyday employees, because leadership and management skills are very soft skills, but they're very high level skills, and it's not something that can be developed. And if you can be good, if you can be a good leader, you can lead your company, during these times, or you can manage people, manage systems, manage teams. These are all very crucial skills, high level skills. These are higher order skills compared to skills that would normally get you a normal job. So these are considered more esoteric and harder to define, and thus they're more valuable. So in the future, skills such as creativity, judgment, decision making, leadership, management, empathy, all of these are skills that you can develop as you're going through your studies. And where can you find and develop these skills? So you can do them your classrooms, your clubs. You can organize teams, organize people, your classrooms, people that resonate with you. There's so many opportunities. That's why when clients ask me, should I go to college, I say yes, because of the fact that it's not because of the education. The education is almost secondary, because you can learn these education everywhere. But the value in college is in the social networking, is in your contacts, is in your network, and the overall college experience. That's why I recommend it. And it can lead to your future employer, future collaborators, business partners, future spouse, etc. And so those are kind of the skills that I recommended to the undergraduates at the University of Texas. Austin is one of the best cities. We're living in one of the most vibrant times. It almost reminds me of the early days of the internet when I got started, and all of Silicon Valley, California is moving into Austin. It's a high energy, vibrant, young, entrepreneurial city. So really take advantage of it. So those are the skills. I want to shift into where the future is. Right now, in front of you, we have some of the best opportunities I've ever seen. So again, people can create their own destinies. There's a lot more uncertainty and volatility, but that's good, because now you don't have to rely on traditional means. You can go out and create your own freedoms. So the fields of a blockchain, the fields of artificial intelligence, the fields of Web3, metaverse, technology, virtual, augmented reality, quantum computing, electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles, all these are coming online very quickly and very fast. So these are some of the best opportunities if you're interested in making a difference. You can also go the traditional route. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a doctor, lawyer, dentist, all of these. But I think the fields that have the greatest potential are if you can combine these with existing paradigms. In the industries that need the greatest amount of change and upgrades include healthcare, the political system, our financial system, our educational system, our transportation system, and our energy system. All these are systems that were developed back in the industrial age, and they really need a significant upgrade. So if you can do that, you can really create your own life and your own future. So a lot of entrepreneurs coming out are going to create billion-dollar companies, especially during these times. If you look at 2008, all of the companies like Airbnb, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, all these came out of 2008. So usually in times of crisis, some of the best ideas and companies come out. So I thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to thank the sponsors, and wherever you are, I hope you like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time. I hope you really enjoyed that wonderful, inspirational, motivational piece. Again, wherever you are listening, if you liked it, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're on everywhere: Spotify, iTunes, Google, Amazon, Audible. And without much ado, be sure to thank this show's sponsors, and we'll see you next week.